Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good week in the stock market. It's Friday, April 9th, 2021. Got GME up here. I've got Tesla up here. GME had another big red day. As we were saying back here, kind of just with the charts, I was kind of saying it's bearish. Anything can happen from day to day, but if it keeps up this momentum, it's going to keep going down until it doesn't. It really hasn't found a floor yet. I did tweet out actually earlier. I bought one call for next week, right about here. Let's see, no, it was actually right here. I bought a call for next week, and then I drew this trend line. So the stock price is up here. I drew this trend line. The stock was at like 160. I just drew it from back here. It was February before the first bump. So I just got the supports, the bottoms. We got this was like 40 bucks, 50 bucks, and then this big drop here is 117. And when the stock price is at like 160 up here, I was like, this thing could come down to around 155 today or next week and it might bounce off of that if it's trying to follow that same trend. And yeah, it actually ended up hitting that low today, which is kind of interesting. Talked about right here. 12:15. My little chart hadn't hit there yet, but I was like, I don't know. It's looking like it. So hopefully we hold this up for next week and it kind of finds a floor, maybe at this 157, 160 range. 12:15. It was right. It was actually earlier than I thought. Yeah, it was up here at this floor. Yeah, actually, it was right here. I was expecting it to go that low today, but I was like, good, and sure enough it did. And you know, it's on no volume, and the borrowed shares today have actually increased, which to me it seems like it should be opposite. If it was if everything was working the way it's supposed to, when you short it you should have less shares to be able to short. But as you see today, this is 4.9, this is 4.9, this is all 4.9. That's today. Start off there with 55,000 available, and then as the day went on, more and more became available. As the stock price plummeted. So there's different ways I guess they could be driving the price down. Shorting ETFs been talked about. Using the options has been talked about. Maybe Andy's talking about buying put contracts, so kind of a reverse gamma squeeze, I think is what he's saying. They bought a bunch of put contracts close to the strike, not too far, not too close, just enough to try and get the market makers to hedge and bring the price down. I don't know if this is a lot or not, but I don't know if that strategy is doing it. I don't know what's doing it, but it's on no volume, so it's not us selling. It's just, you know, more of the shenanigans. I mean, look at the volume today. It's going to close in 15 minutes. We're at 8.7, which is nothing. Yesterday was 10 million. The day before was 4, 6. So yeah, we're looking real similar to back here, back in the February range. Where it was 7 million, 10. This is actually more volume here. So something's setting up. I don't know if it's going to be next week. The chart still shows bearish to me on basically all fronts. The only thing bullish that it could be is if it holds this support here, then the MACD will cross over or settle down. But I think it'll probably keep going and maybe find support down here on this one, right here around this 117 by next week. So just in case, I did get one call for next week. I got a 250 call. And then I also got a put credit spread, but I maybe shouldn't have gotten one. I like put it in the order and I was like, oh no, I should take it out. I guess I could close it right now for $8. But who knows? Over the weekend, there could be news. So here's the call I got. It's actually up 7%. Which is kind of cool. So 250 call, it cost me about 250. Still a lot of IV on these, so debit spreads are probably the way to go, or just selling premium, because when we get this consolidation and the volume's real low, selling premium is going to be how you make money. Buying calls, they're just going to lose value, even if it's at the money. Or puts, but yeah, put credit spreads or call credit spreads, honestly, as it's going down. But this one I've got, and then this one that we had expired today. This one's worthless. It was a 435. That one cost 200. ouch. And then this put credit spread, which I thought this was gonna, I thought we were gonna make it on this one. This one's gonna cost us 250. Actually crazy though, because I remember when I had this open, I was like, there's no way we're gonna close below 180. And chart didn't lie, we kept going down. I was like, it's still bare. There was no floor, it just kept kind of coming down from when it was up here when I opened it up. Whenever I opened it up, I can't remember. Maybe I opened it up here? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm trying to just go slow on putting money into options until it looks like it's at least found a floor or there's upward momentum. So I got one call. And I used the leverage strategy, try and see which options would give me the most leverage. And this wasn't the most, but this is the one that I liked the leverage on. It was like 8, I think like 8 to 1 at the time I bought it. And this is the little formula to figure out how much leverage each strike price gives you, if you know what I mean. So the way out of the money ones, the 800 calls for next week, they give you a lot less leverage. I think it was like 3 to 1, 4 to 1 at the time I did it. And closer to the money, you actually got higher leverage. So basically, you're paying more of a premium even if the contract's cheaper because you're not leveraging as many shares. That makes sense. Oh yeah, DMX died. RIP. There you go, X. I have a Tesla credit spread also. This one's gonna be nice. Hopefully expires worthless. We've got 15 minutes. Right here, it's gotta stay below 680. It was a little sketchy back here. Yikes. And yeah, so I kind of called this little bounce and floor. Hopefully it sticks to it, and next week by Monday it'll shoot back up. MACD on the daily though is still kind of high, so that's making me think it's got to come down more, and it might have to come down to this support right here in this 118 120 range. We've got some support in here, and then this one right here. So maybe that's where it'll be Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. Excuse me. That's GME. And yeah, another week holding the stock. You guys are all being forced to be long-term shareholders, and that's the best way to make money in the stock market is to be patient and don't sell. So whether you liked it or not, that's what you're doing, which is cool. It's developing good habits in the stock market for any new traders or investors. What else happened today? Long term's down, of course. Tesla's down. Corsair, GME. Let's look at Corsair. This thing is, man, it just does not want to go. So I kind of thought as a top here, if you watched the other day, I closed my put credit spread, which is a bullish play. And I had a lot of time on it, and I wanted the capital to be able to do shorter term plays and waste all my money on GME. So close it out here. Could have done a call credit spread, but this thing's just getting kind of choppy. It might come back down to this range. I'm not sure. I'll wait for a little more red and then probably do another bullish play on it. MACD's crossed over. Kind of got to get up here maybe. Today's not a good day on that one. All my calls, man. All my calls on it are just, I love selling premium. Buying premium though is tough. So here are the calls on Corsair, and I bought these before that long rundown that it came down with the NASDAQ for the month or so. So I bought these back here somewhere. I guess February. And I've got 50 calls, and the 60 calls are what I bought when I was back there. And I averaged down, kept averaging down, and then I finally was like, okay. That's not the way I trade, is buying dips. I trade on momentum, and I need to stop trying to buy this dip. So now these are just getting wrecked by Theta, and they're down 90%. So what I originally paid, I think I originally paid like $200 a contract for these. Slowly came down. Now they're only worth 10 cents or $1. Yeah, literally $1. So, or $10, I'm sorry. So I'll wait until it's bullish, and I don't actually know if I'm even going to scale into these 60 calls anymore. That might be too far out of the money. I mean, we're talking double the share price at this point in just over a month, which this covers earnings, so if it could do all that in a day, honestly, but I was kind of hoping it'll be close to that before earnings. Got a lot of time on that one. These 50 calls, I haven't averaged out on them much, but yeah, they've definitely lost value too. If you can actually look at the chart here. Look at, so I bought them back in like February. Yep. So let's see, when was this? February 7th. These things, I didn't buy these in February. I bought the 60 calls in February. These things are worth $1,000 a piece in February. Now it is worth $20. Careful with options. These ones right here. Let's see, no, this one. 60 calls. I bought these in February. These haven't lost as much, I don't think. 700. Maybe I didn't buy them in February. Maybe it's later in February. 400. And maybe it's towards the end of February, because I think I paid like 200 something for them. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember what I paid for them. But they're only worth $10 now. So this could still be a great call. The point is, if I had waited, I could have gotten way more for that amount of money. So this call could still be 1,000% play, 2,000% play. It can only go down 100%, but it can go up infinity. So, and we've seen that with GME. I've had contracts that were 14,000% gainers. So yeah, max profit's infinite. I'm only go down another on these, maybe another 10%. Then you just sit and wait for something to happen. Put credit spreads though, those are nice for a bullish play if you kind of know where the floor is. And yeah, let's see what we're doing here today. So short, but okay, so this is the put credit spread open for next week on GME, and then I closed out of my Airbnb covered call, which was very nice. We got max profit on that. I think it was like $300 for the week, and then I opened up a naked call on GME as well. So the put credit spread I have for next week on GME is 145. It might be a little premature, but we'll see. If it kind of hits down here and this thing loses a lot of or gains a lot of value rather, because the price plummets and comes down here as 120. If it finds a floor and starts to come back up, then I can scale into it more here. If it has a lot of velocity, I don't want to scale into that. I want to just buy naked calls. But if it's not velocity, it looks like it's just going to grind up and stay above my price, then yeah, I'll scale into that one. And then yeah, Airbnb covered call was nice. Let's see if this... There you go. Total gain today, Tesla 456. That's a credit spread that we did on it. So that thing got all its value just today because it was close to the money. Most of the day it was just kind of dancing around. You know, when it was up here, it was only worth like 2% here, so I could have closed it for even, and then back here I think it was negative, and so as the day went on and it didn't come up back up to 680, it's lost value. So yeah, that's good. That means we can buy it back for cheaper. So it's at 88% market gain. And as time goes on, this will come up. I've got a limit buy order to close it for $1. You don't want to let them expire or go, you know, you want to close them out before the day is over. And this will close out at $1 before the market closes. Then we'll spend $4 and close out all 4 contracts. And then we will have received our $380 for selling that premium. So that's what's nice about credit spreads. You don't have to have a bunch of velocity, because if a stock is just moving at a normal pace, or even if it's staying flat, you can make money on a put credit spread or call credit spread. Only when you have a ton of velocity do calls or puts work. It's like unexpected velocity, meaning the speed of how much it's going down or going up. If it's faster than what was predicted, basically in the options contracts the market makers have, then you can make money. Otherwise, I mean, maybe if you're closer to the money, you can make money with those, but not always. Credit spreads are where it's at. Filled. Look, fill. So the Tesla's just closed, and we got max profit on those. So that is neat. And we still have, 12 minutes. So in these last 12 minutes, Tesla might go up to 680, and then I would lose all that premium. And I would have to pay the 680 that it had in collateral if it closed up above 680. So that's why you always want to close out. And that is a nice way to do it. This account is getting wrecked today because of GME. What did we do? Oh, Clove. Called out Clove yesterday. Called out a few of them yesterday or 2 days ago maybe. The Clove's still looking really good. There's a nice looking bull flag. So yeah, I've got a small position in it, but Yeah, green over the 9 moving average. It kind of, we'll see. Hopefully it breaks this resistance up here at 8 something. MACD has crossed over though, which is good. Today is red on it, but that's because yesterday was so big. I think this has got a good amount of growth going on. On here, GME's down. Oh, Firm came up. That's great. Roblox also. Roblox was ripping today, and I guess now it's selling off. It looks like it might hold the support back here. That resistance becomes a support. This was kind of a bull flag, but oh, what? There's news on this? Call for M Science after bullish call from M. Yeah, that's kind of a weird sell-off. But it still could be kind of a bull flag, honestly. So this is looking good. Higher highs, higher lows, and yeah. And then a Firm. This one's got a long ways to go for us. It's just still kind of finding this floor, consolidating. MACD is not good yet. Green over the 9 looks good. Maybe higher lows. The highs are kind of the same. You need to really cross over, have that golden cross. But yeah, IMMR is up today. Rocket, what are you doing? Rocket is just Rocket and UWMC. I don't know. I think they're shorting each other maybe. I don't know what's going on. This one's heavily shorted, and that's why you have like these little short squeezes that I don't know what happens, but something's going on with Rocket. Today, this is looking good though, honestly. Actually, this looks like a nice bottom here. Consolidation. MACD is looking good. It's crossed over. We've got 3 candles over the 9 moving average. RSI is in a good spot. This might be start of a bull run on Rocket. I should say so. Our Rocket calls have been rushed. Not totally. We've got a lot of time. 70 days. That covers earnings. 64% down on it, so I could average down a little bit. Gotta get in the money though. If your naked calls don't get in the money, I mean, that's kind of the goal, is you want to get the money. 44.89. I mean, this thing could shoot up so quick in 2 days like that. It's like, what? Yeah, I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna average down, right? Meow. I think there's a bottom. So I'm gonna average down on the one. I am, unless if it's too far out of the money. 38. Which one has a larger position? They're about the same. I'll average down on this 38. It's closer to the money, which I like. And I have a little bit less capital in it, so I'll just do trade. Buy one. Man, these are still expensive. Get 120 bucks for these, huh? Let's see if it fills at that kind of mid. Oh, should have went down lower. Should have gone down lower. Now this one's open market gains only 49%. Do one more on this. Drop this one lower, see what happens. Oh yeah, I like it. All right, there we go. So they're 60% on this one. Oh, it's just like 80%. So that, you show how much the average just went down. It's crazy. So yeah, little live action trading. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. If you made it this far, type chairman in the chat. Chairman. Chairman. Where is our chairman? Chairman. 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 Chairman? Have a good weekend. Peace out.